Hello and welcome to another Busy Webinar with Dave Meyer of BizzyWeb. Today we're going to talk about how to grow your email list from where it is to where you want it to be. Again, I am Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb, inviting you and welcoming you to join us live on the webinar. And so what I'm going to do quickly is to switch screens and show you how to join and ask questions during the event. So I'm going to switch over to Chrome here. And from the Google Plus, or from the event that everyone received, and we have almost 30 folks that are registered for today's event. So for those folks that are on, welcome and thank you for joining. And for those that need to get logged in still, if you're watching this in or after the event, there is a link that I'll give you as soon as we are done to ask questions after the event, as well as to request the PowerPoint. If, however, you are live on today's Busy Webinar, here's how to join us. Under number 1, click on the Google Plus link that I've just highlighted. When you click on that link, it's going to open up a new window. And that new window will give you a link in to watch the video. If you're watching that video, you'll be able to see right here that there's a big play button, and then it'll say Q&A and live. Now you may need to enter in your name. You don't even need to enter your email address. Just give us your name so that we've got that, and that's for Google Plus when you access the account. But when you click play, it's going to open up a new screen, and then the video will play live in this window. So this is the screen that you'll be seeing. But you'll note after you log in that in the lower right-hand corner, there's a green button that says Ask a New Question. If you click that button and ask a question here, I will see those questions during the event, and I will answer them as best I can during our event. If we don't get to all the questions today, I will be sure to follow up via email. Make sure to leave your address in there if you'd like, or just send a note again to dave@bizzyweb.com. And the address is right there, or give us a call if you do have those questions, or if you'd like to request the PowerPoint slides from today's event. Okay, let's get down to business. First, wanted to share just a couple seconds about who BizzyWeb is. BizzyWeb is a digital marketing agency located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And here's a few pictures of our hive. Our team of 14 folks serves clients all over the world in digital marketing, including website design, social media engagement, Google AdWords campaigns, constant contact campaigns, and much, much more. In general, and in concert with Constant Contact, our goal is to help you be a marketer. And so let's get into some details and get right down to business for today's event. First, let's face it, marketing has really changed. Some of that change is obvious with all the social media and stuff, but some of the more subtle changes that affect your ability to grow your business include using all the new online tools. The old model is a typical sales funnel, using traditional marketing methods, things like print ads, radio, television, direct mail, and all that stuff, helps us get content out to a lot of people in the idea that some of those people will be interested. The problem with the traditional funnel is that it's expensive. You need to put out a lot of ads, and those ads cost a lot of money. There's a lot of outreach that goes on. And instead of trying to target the people that you're trying to reach out to as many in the hopes that a couple will answer. Let's look at what our new marketing tools have done to our funnel. When you begin to use new marketing tools like email marketing and social media, you're reaching out by and large to people that you already know or that have had some sort of exposure to you. On the left, it's a funnel. It's all about reaching out to strangers. New marketing is about reaching out to the people that already know you. You reach out on a regular basis with information and offers that are relevant to your contacts, and it turns out that if you do it right, you'll actually begin to convert more people than you're reaching because of the nature of social media's digital word of mouth power. You grow your base and your business through repeat business and referrals. At the end of the marketing day, turns out you keep a lot more of your existing customers, so you don't need as many strangers, and it costs less and takes less time and energy, making it much more efficient for a small business. We call this flipping the funnel. It's a fundamental change in the way most small business owners think about marketing. So what works? Now that you can identify how marketing has changed, no matter how you look at it, growing your email list is a necessary step towards earning more revenue because it ensures that you'll always be reaching new customers while continuing to maintain your loyal existing customer base. Remember that overall goals come back to why you're in business or what's going to keep you in business. Generate revenue or donations. Your marketing needs to generate a physical, measurable response that translates into what helps you reach your bottom line. Now, before we continue, let's make sure we're all on the same page. During this presentation, I'm going to use some buzzwords, and I want to define those and make sure you understand them fully. When I say subscriber list, email list, or mailing list, I'm talking about your collection of people's email addresses that you would use to email your marketing messages to. I'll also say contacts when discussing existing email addresses you've collected over time and are continuing to find. As a person, a contact is a customer, or for a nonprofit, a supporter. And when I say campaigns, I'm referring specifically to marketing messages that you'll be creating and sending to the contact list we'll be talking more about. Think of campaigns as your promotional messages or your email marketing efforts. It's the thing you send out. We've talked about flipping the funnel by marketing to people who already know you. This type of customer nurturing can be beneficial because there are types of customers and supporters who have chosen to interact with you in hopes of getting something of value in return. Considering 91% of people check their email daily, for every contact that you have and collect, that's how many eyes are seeing your offer or your marketing message each time you send. Now, if you don't think that people would subscribe to your mailing list from your website traffic alone, 82% of customers sign up to receive email on brand websites, and 72% sign up expecting to receive discounts. So if you can incentivize someone to subscribe to your list, do so on your website. According to a recent study, for every buck spent on marketing, an average return is $44.25. Now that's impressive, and that should help identify the times that you should be looking at doing your marketing. In the end, email marketing pays for itself time and again. With a strong and ever-growing email subscriber list, you can continue to grow in your business or increase funds for your nonprofit. Email marketing conversion rates are 3 times higher than social media prospects to customer rates. This is easy to see. The top application used on mobile devices is email. So let's hit our agenda. This is what we're going to talk through today. First, we're going to start with what you've got, how to set up your template to encourage readers to share and forward your email to their networks so you can get in front of people you wouldn't ordinarily be reaching using the existing list you already have. Next, we're going to make what you have work for you and your organization, or segmentation, using your online properties and listings to provide a way for subscribers to learn more about your organization by signing up for your list easily online. Then we're going to collect more from everywhere you are. We'll discuss some ways that you can use social media properties to provide an online link to your sign-up forms to make it easy for people to sign up to receive information about your business. We'll talk about some easy-to-use tools to help you do this quicker and different ways that you can make that ask at networking events, online webinars, or anything between by incentivizing people to join your list in order to receive that incentive or prize. And it won't all be social media and talk of modern tools. We'll talk about how to use some tried and true old-fashioned methods that you probably already use. And finally, we'll go through some next steps to give you a checklist that you can refer to make sure you're getting the most out of your existing list and adding to it regularly. So let's start with what you've got. Let's talk about the chances are, if you've been in business for even a year, you've collected email addresses along the way. And the first thing you need to do is get them all in one place from all the many places you may be currently storing them. So that's what we're going to talk about first. You know you need to be marketing and mailing to new and existing customers and subscribers, but you don't know where to start. Well, there's some truths to keep in mind as you embark upon your list growth journey. First, growth takes time. By now, you may have heard that your organization lives and dies by its subscriber list. You might look at yours and wonder if you have enough contacts or if it's turning over the results that you're hoping for. You're not alone, but it is important to understand that it takes time to cultivate these lists, and that really the process of growing your list doesn't have an end. Learning how to consistently grow your list is something that you want to become reflexive, or a habit. Growth is an ongoing process. Think of growing your subscriber list the same way you think of building and growing your business. You always want to be generating business even after you get the kind of consistent business you've dreamt about. There's always going to be periods of lots of business and periods of less than ideal business, and your contact list will be like this too. You want to always be collecting contacts every chance you get, wherever you interact with customers or supporters, because you'll always want to be reaching fresh leads as some unsubscribe, opt out, or simply change their roles. Next, efforts must be organized and consistent. Just like the meticulous bookwork that you keep for your business or nonprofit, your contact list is most successful when it's organized and maintained in a consistent and efficient way. And finally, a combination of traditional and modern methods will make you most successful. There's no wrong way to collect and contact, except, of course, if you buy or rent lists, and we'll talk about why that's not a great idea in a little bit. You should start with that you know what you know and combine new and traditional methods of gathering contacts. Once you leave this presentation with more ideas than you had to start with and have a clear plan of action for collecting as many contacts in as many places as possible, you'll find that growing your list is just another way of growing your business or expanding your organization. You can start growing your list from where you are and your organization is right now, and then build on these pieces on your way to running a truly effective marketing effort. Many of you already use email and have a website and at least one social media channel, say Facebook. If this sounds like you, begin on these platforms by asking people to subscribe to your mailing list if they haven't already. Incentivizing them can help draw people to your sign-up form too. Do this regularly, but don't overdo it. If you like seeing an uptick in likes or Facebook fans, that would be the time to remind people how they can sign up for your newsletter. You don't have to jump right in and start using everything in a scramble to find new contacts. Go through every place where you store email contacts as of right today. You might already have a contact database or point of sale system where you have your contacts. If you use Outlook for business emailing, but your Gmail account has contacts stored in it too, you can use those. You just have to collect those and organize them. Once you've identified where all those contacts are located, organize them together in one place and upload them into your email provider contact database. Constant Contact, for example, has a very easy upload tool that you can use via CSV form. To sum it up, collect, compile, and organize. Start small, start where you are, and build in a way that makes sense for your organization. Let's look at a few more ways to gather up all your contacts. You could start with your database. You can digitize your business cards. We all have massive stacks of those. You can seek out networking opportunities, collect and connect with those folks. It's important when you collect business cards that you think about the folks that know you. If you go to a networking or speed dating networking event, that's not necessarily an implicit opportunity to subscribe to your email newsletter. Don't collect email addresses just for the sake of doing so, and make sure that people actually know you or know that remember your connection if they're going to work with you. You can ask friends or fans to join on Facebook. You can establish an incentive to subscribe, and of course, you can ask your best customers to join. It's easy, it's simple. You can simply organize databases, segment lists, create your sign-up forms, embeddable sign-ups, text to join. You can set up a QR code or even better, a text note, and I'll send that, or we'll talk about that in a little bit. You can set up Facebook to join, and there's an application built right into Constant Contact that will let you do that. Or you can download the iCapture app for iPads and tablets, and you can simply upload through there. I know you wish you could clone yourself, but since you can't, the next best thing is to delegate. Train your staff to ask. They're your best customer supporters, even more than you are, so arm them with all they need to gather your contacts. First, educate them on the benefits of subscribing to your list. You can use text to join and collect contacts. In this example, Salon Bella just used their business name as their keyword. So this is the text to join tool. And then if you set up a unique email list called text to join, use it as a bucket that collects contacts into who will join this way. This will make it easier to follow up with these contacts or assign an automated email that will send a coupon or incentive out shortly after someone subscribes. Then get creative and put that keyword and assigned phone number anywhere people are likely to see it. You'll see that as an example at the end of this event because you can text to join BizzyWeb's email marketing through the same tool. Salon Bella put a sign outside their location on a beautifully designed sidewalk sign. You can put yours on posters, brochures, business cards, PowerPoint decks, anything that works. Memorize it also. It's one of the easiest ways, hands down, to get someone to subscribe to your list. We all have our phones with us. We're all used to texting. And so if, for example, you just text Salon Bella to 22828, that'll get you right to the connection that you're looking for. Print advertising isn't dead. It does, however, lead to the internet. And so make sure that you're connecting up. There's also a QR code tool that you can use. Might be just as simple to just simply list a URL if you have a short URL, but the QR tool can still work pretty easily if you're trying to get people to interesting or tough to type URLs. Again, if I was weighing and balancing between the text to join versus a QR code, I would go with the text to join first every time, but QR codes can still be useful if you're willing to try and go for the most cachet in your marketing. You know, a QR code is kind of cool, but take note when you use a QR code, especially with iPhones, you have to have a specific application that you install. And so a user needs to open up their application, grab their phone, pop that or take a picture of that QR code and wait for it to get them to the place that they want to go. Might be easier just to use something crazy like paper and pen. So if you have a location and if you have a physical sign-up sheet, every time you do a speaking engagement, every time you have people sign up or visit your store, give them an incentive, note what they want to do and what they will get out of that newsletter, and they'll take the next step to sign up for your list. All right, so next, you've gathered your contacts together. We're going to organize or discuss organization and list segmentation to keep everything streamlined and organized and make it efficiently work for you. Segmentation and targeting is an important practice in marketing, but it basically boils down to organize groups of contacts based on how you plan to target them with your marketing communications or how your organization identifies them in their relationship to your business or nonprofit. And you may not be aware of this, but you probably already do this in your head when it comes to your business. You consider some people volunteers or VIPs or loyal customers, donors, parents or students, vendors or customers. You get the idea. Your contact list will be made up of different groups of contacts at different stages in their relationship to your business. One group may be your regulars, the people that are in your store at all the time or at your fundraisers every year. Another group may be people who are important but only frequent your company or take advantage of your services on a seasonal basis. A third group may be those VIPs, those who always step up with big donations, big purchases, or big referrals. And finally, those people who are new to your list, customers or supporters or clients. They're critically important because you need to focus on building and strengthening your relationship with them through the communications that you send. These people are the type that you'd send automated welcome emails and introductory messages to ease them into your brand or nonprofit and that introduce them to what it is that you do. Essentially, segmenting means recognizing groups and putting their contact information into unique audience lists or giving the subscriber the ability to tell you exactly what they want to receive from you and helps you get to know them and tell them what to expect with those mailings. Targeting means being more relevant to the people you're trying to reach. Let's say, for example, you operate a pet store or an animal shelter. If you're selling products for different types of pets or reaching out to different animal lovers to find homes for rescued pets. Some people might be dog owners, cat owners, bird owners. You might want to segment your contact lists based into what kind of pets they buy for. Maybe dog owners, maybe cat owners, maybe bird owners. All of them will get different promotions based on who they are. One of the best ways to start segmenting is by organizing your list of contacts right off the bat. Create a few lists that'll categorize your organization's relationship to groups of contacts to act as buckets for subscribers and to put them into those buckets when they sign up to your mailing list. You'll create your sign up form and select these lists to appear on that form for people to sign up. This is very simple to do on different landing pages of your website because you'll have different forms to populate different lists. In this example, this B2C business, Bisque Imports, has created a quickly, oops, I skipped ahead too far, has created these lists for their subscribers to choose from when they ask about what type of mailings they'd like to receive. Some sign up looking for discounts, others want to know what new products are announced. Whenever a subscriber's interests, those contacts are added to your list automatically, and you'll know that anyone in each of these lists only wants to receive communications about that particular topic. That'll reduce the chance that they're going to unsubscribe because they've already told you what they want. Now your natural inclination as a small business owner without a list is to purchase or rent a list to grow your subscriber list quickly. This is not going to work in your favor because these contacts will quickly recognize that their data has been sold and will mark you as spam, damaging your business's sending reputation. In case you didn't know, there are email policing services that exist to identify spammers who send unsolicited marketing emails to unsuspecting email addresses. They'll flag your account, and this can damage your company's current and future reputation and ability over time to deliver emails through major email providers. For example, at BizzyWeb, we have employed and worked with clients who have purchased lists before, and there's sneaky little email addresses inside of purchase lists that act as quote unquote honeypot email addresses or email addresses that have been flagged as spam email addresses. So if, for example, a specific list that you purchase has Bob at Bob's Accounting 757. Bob's Accounting 757 may be a fake email account placed or flagged by a tool like Constant Contact as something that's been purchased. So that honeypot would immediately let your email provider know and you know that that list has been purchased and it might not be a good list to use. Also note that if you plan and purchase email lists, those the items identified in the CAN Spam Act at business.ftc.gov and search CAN Spam will highly and strongly affect the deliverability of your messages. And it can be outright illegal if you just purchase lists and send things out to a lot of different people that are unsolicited. At the very least, make sure that your lists are as thoroughly vetted as possible. And anytime you send messages to anyone in your accounts, make sure that you're focusing on the people that you need to reach. A properly formatted email that's sent out to people needs to have a physical address at the bottom of it, needs to have an unsubscribe link, and needs to be the result of a direct action of a specific person. Any of those can flag and will flag CAN spam regulations, and any good email tool like Constant Contact will guide you away from that automatically. So as you look at that, there's also in CAN spam the requirement that you track who is signed up and what they've signed up for. And so, for example, from left to right in here, you can see that each of these different people have subscribed for different kinds of things. A good email tool like Constant Contact will manage all of that for you. So I'm going to skip over just for a second, make sure that we don't have any big questions. Again, as a reminder, we have a lot of viewers today. So as a reminder, if you would like to ask questions, if you're watching live from this window, you may wish to click on this link, on this Google Plus link under number 1 above your screen. That will take you to this page where if you click in the lower right-hand corner, you can ask a new question live, or again, you can send an email to dave@bizzyweb.com to send me a note after the event. So keep that coming. If you do have questions, I know this CAN Spam Act stuff is tough, and I've had clients ask me quite a bit about the ethics and issues behind purchasing lists. So if you want to talk about that in more detail, just let me know. Let's move on into collecting more data from everywhere you are. Now that you're set up and ready to collect, let's talk about how to leverage your online and social media assets, as well as other methods to grow your list. We'll show you how to make asking for an email address as second nature as talking about your business or nonprofit whenever you network with other people. Networking is probably something that you're already good at. If it sounds like you, consider how often you get business cards at a local community event from those frequenting your brick and mortar store. You have a system in place for uploading those business cards and turning them into contacts? Well, you should, and this is your reminder. You can give and get cards. Anytime you get a business card, you'll immediately want to contact that person and add them to your list. They'll receive your welcome email automatically, letting them know that you've added them to your list. If you have an automation series set up, you can gradually introduce them to your business to make your results much better. Make sure that you make it clear that this is a one-time deal, and if they would like to unsubscribe from that list at that moment, they certainly may, and make that prominent on the first go-round. The key is to start slow, get them interested and excited, and make sure that you're giving them something compelling right from the start. It doesn't have to be, and probably shouldn't be, a specific sale item. You're not trying to push them into a sale. Social media and really all digital marketing is about building relationships more than it is selling. And so make sure that you're thinking about being helpful and interesting more than trying to drive a sale. So whether you're attending meetup groups, uploading to your database, going to SCORE or chambers of commerce, adding contacts to an automation series, or just attending local events, you can collect those cards, collect those contacts, and use them to continue to grow your list. From there, you can clarify how to join your mailing list online. If you think about it, you want all your online properties to be vehicles to drive new subscribers and sales. Make an inventory of all of your online properties. If you have a blog, a website, Facebook business page, a Twitter account, LinkedIn, Instagram, a Pinterest account, if you're on Periscope, scoping all over the place, all of those things should give you a connection. If you're using the online listings publisher single platform offered through Constant Contact, be sure to include a link to your sign-up form on your listings in the About section. Or with all of these accounts, you can list people, or you can link people to a Get Connected link. Instead of listing your URL on your Twitter account, for example, you could do your url.com/contact or sign up. And that'll get people right to the form to register to stay in touch. So easy, simple, fun. You may want to play with the URL on that to make it more welcoming. Not a lot of people will respond to or click on /buy now, for example, but they may click on Get Connected, or they may click on Ask for More, or they may click on Helpful Info, or whatever. So make that link something that's going to entice them to connect instead of trying to cram it down their throat. Here's a few other options to connect up. Include it on your blog. If you've built a good following with your blog, include a section where someone can subscribe and give them reasons why they would want to. You can even write a small dedicated blog post to get your readers to subscribe to your list. All it takes is a little creativity and a simple ask. For online listings, if you feature your menu of services, products, or cuisine on any online listing sites, add a sign-up URL to those locations. Add a sign-up app to Facebook. Constant Contact has a great little app that gets you very easily added to social media, and it gives them a one-click ad to get their email address into your Facebook business page sign-up form. You can ask in social media posts and tweets, again, going all over the place. You can use an URL shortener like bit.ly or your website to drive to a specific page. With Pinterest, you can create a small text image with details about how to subscribe, include the hyperlink on your website or online subscription. And we have an entire series on social media if you want to go back through our accounts on YouTube or in the BizzyWeb.com/events forums. We've talked a lot about how to do these things via social media. And of course, include a sign-up link in your online bio. Include a shortened link in your social media bios so when people are looking you up and what you do and what your organization does, they can subscribe for more information. If you're using Instagram, you can put that link in your bio because it's the only place where a hyperlink can become clickable. This works well, especially with Instagram, where clickable links don't work. The only place for a hyperlink is on that profile page. One of the best ways to get someone to subscribe is a dedicated area on your website or standalone page on your site that catches a reader's attention and states why they should want to subscribe to your list. This example is from Mike Latt of Building Aspirations. He is an email marketing expert and offers digital marketing consulting to small businesses. He offers a way to subscribe to his mailing list on a few different pages on his website, and also has a freestanding page dedicated to reasons how someone should subscribe to his mailing list. He offers an incentive, which is a video series using automation emails, and the topic of how small businesses can market on a budget and make money. Well, side note, BizzyWeb has the same thing. If you can offer an incentive to join, such as a coupon, a digital download of a guide or worksheet, or ebook, do that there. You can also ask your web developer, and of course, if you need help, BizzyWeb can do this for you, to build a page on your blog or website with the reasons why one should join your email list. There's lots of ways to gather contacts, whether it's collect email addresses at events, speaking engagements, adding QR codes, placing signups on your bill or in a check to the presenter, present a QR code on paper distribution materials, using a fishbowl to collect business cards, sidewalk signs with that subscribe to offer text code, or participating in Small Business Saturday, or just asking at every point. That's how you're going to connect with people and grow your list organically. If you're not sure what to offer as incentives, here's a bunch of options. You can do a swag bag, eBay, or ebooks and white papers. You can offer a percentage off for the first click with a coupon code that you'll get as an exclusive member of the email marketing list, an exclusive video link with a special demo or training, a special offer code, or on-site service. Again, give them a reason to take that next step, and they'll be much more likely to do so. So, checking back one more time on questions. Looks like we're good here. Still have a lot of folks online, so be sure to ask those questions, or again, send a note to dave@bizzyweb.com if you have specific questions and are too shy to ask live. But we'll get to the final and fourth section before next steps, and that's what to do now that you've got your email address. Let's talk now about what to do now that you've got an organized and segmented email marketing list and you've begun to regularly collect new contacts. You're going to want to ensure that your business or nonprofit makes a strong first impression and a quality relationship is established early on so that your customers and supporters know what to expect from you and you know what they're looking for. Automation campaigns are huge and they're incredibly easy. One of the most important things you can do to establish a relationship with new subscribers who find your business online or through various ways we've been discussing is to set up an automated welcome email and a corresponding introductory series of auto response emails to deliver information someone was expecting to find when they subscribed to your mailing list. These days, most people search before deciding to buy, volunteer, or donate. They're more discerning about committing time or money to something and are expecting to receive specific information about your products or services and are formulating an impression of your business with the initial email they received from you and with every message thereon. If you have a badly formatted email address or email auto response, or if you don't send them the kind of information that they're looking for, that's tricky. According to a recent study by Fleischman Hillard, which is an old employer of mine, 79% of consumers said they like or follow brands on social networks to get more information about the company and its products and services. And 80% or 89% of those customers turn to Google, Bing, or another search engine to find information on products, services, or businesses. So you're missing out if you don't have connections that are ready to take advantage of people's interest. This is an example of a welcome email sent immediately after a subscriber joins this organization's mailing list. It's from Liberty Jane Clothing, a niche company that specializes in making patterns to sew custom American Girl doll clothes. Notice the content of this email is evergreen. That means that it could be sent to 1 million future subscribers without ever going out of date. They offer 2 incentives, 2 free patterns, and they direct the new subscriber to the company's additional resources, frequently asked questions, social media properties, YouTube, etc. This is a catch-all to take care of everything you might want to know when you've just begun working with this company. With an automated welcome email and an introductory series, it's important that every customer gets a walkthrough, so to speak, in the same uniform way that you want every customer treated. There's nothing worse than meeting someone who wants to know more about what you do, and then you forget to give them that info because you're too busy doing what you do when you're running your business. Or, for example, if you have a brick and mortar store, to have them meet that first person in their store and to be treated rudely. Sending an email that doesn't cater to what they're looking for or that disregards their interests is the same thing as having a rude customer service person or first impact. Take care of them, set it and forget it, and do it right the first time. This is a quote from Constant Contact's VP of International and Local Success, Catherine Knicker. She's wonderful. I've met her before, and she's pretty amazing. She says, "Just do the thing you said you were going to do." Seems obvious, but think about what you get from people all the time when you're marketing. Don't mistreat your customers the first thing out of the gate. Make sure that you respect their intelligence and their time and give them what they're thinking they're going to get, especially if you promise them something. For example, if you say, subscribe to receive a special offer, one of the first things that you talk about should definitely regard giving them a special offer. So do it, make sure that you're clear, connect up with folks, and do what you said you were going to do with your marketing, and you won't go wrong. So a lot of big information today, as we hope you'll find that useful. But here are a few takeaways. First, everything needs to be put in its place. Round up all your existing contacts and store them in one place with a backup file. Constant Contact makes this super easy. You can just do a simple CSV upload of everything that you've got. If you have a CRM system, a Salesforce or a Zoho or any of the other 100 CRMs out there, they make it very easy to import your contacts. Take care of all of that right now and get everything in one spot. Create those lists and segment them the same way you break out and label your target audience. Establish a system for organizing those contacts. Make sure all your avenues for collecting contacts are set up and functioning properly so that you maximize your exposure wherever people are looking for information about your business, and test those as if you were a new subscriber yourself to be certain that they work. Create and schedule welcome emails in an introductory series to deliver resources and incentives to subscribers for a lasting first impression and an increased quality consumer relationship. And then, of course, rinse, wash, and repeat. This is not rocket science. It is, however, a system. Make sure that you connect up and that you're using email marketing correctly in order to grow your business. Make sure that you're collecting your messages, that you put it all together, that you're sending out messages based on your lists and only sending information relevant to those people when you send things out, and you will not go wrong. All right, want to leave you with a couple of final things here. First, I've got a special offer for you. Sign up to get a free custom template for your Constant Contact account. If you already have a Constant Contact account, we've got some different things that we do for you. But if you're not signed up with Constant Contact yet, as an authorized local expert, I'm authorized to have Constant Contact build you a mobile responsive email marketing template based on the design of your website. Now, if your website looks terrible, I can help you with that too. But this is to take what you've already got on your website and make a custom template that's mobile responsive so that it looks great on your website. It's a $199 value. You'll get that for free if you sign up by going to BizzyWeb.com/cc. Email marketing plans start at $20 a month. There is a free sign up, a free 60-day trial. And again, you can get that 60-day trial without entering anything into your email list, or without entering anything as far as credit card numbers and all that stuff. But as soon as you pay, then we will get you those next, or that free template design. If you'd like more information, I mentioned this a few times during the event today, go to BizzyWeb.com/events for all kinds of trainings. We have more than 200 videos about everything in digital marketing at BizzyWeb.com/events. Our Busy Webinar series has been going for more than 3 years, every single week, and we do a lot more besides. So please do check out that library. And then again, be sure to check out /CC if you'd like to try that or 60-day free trial or to get the $200 value free template. If you want information about your open rates and other content and helpful information, go to blogs.constantcontact.com/library. Lots of easy information in there. And then I promised this at the beginning of the event, text BUSY to 22828 to get started and get added to our email list. From that email list, what we do is we send you helpful tips and tricks, as well as reminders about upcoming events. If you want to stay in touch with BizzyWeb, and if you want helpful custom content delivered to your door on how to do email marketing and digital marketing better, please give us a text to BUSY at 22828. Thank you again. Again, here's how to get a hold of me. Either send an email to dave@bizzyweb.com. You can reach me directly at 612-293-9323. Or again, go to BizzyWeb.com/CC. If you'd like an SEO report, you can also go to BizzyWeb.com/buzz. Take you 45 seconds. You fill out the screen that you see on the screen right here. Takes care of you very simply and easily. Would love to help you out any way we can. Again, I am Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb. I don't see any more questions, so if you do have those questions, go ahead and send them in to dave@bizzyweb.com. Likewise, if you would like today's PowerPoint deck, go ahead and send me that email and request the deck, and I'll be sure to send it to you right away. I am Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb. Thank you so very much for joining us. And remember, at BizzyWeb, we help you generate buzz without getting stung. Have a great week.